good? It's your boy Q from Next Level Reefing, and I'm back with another video. First and foremost, I'd like to say thank you for all the love and support. I sure do appreciate it. And with that being said, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and smash that notification bell so you can be notified of every video that I drop, which is every single Friday. All right, so let's dive into it. So today's video, we're going to talk about my control board and what inspired me to actually build it. So those of you that have been watching this Waterbox Dream Tank build series, you guys know that I wanted to make this my own touches. Even though it's a Waterbox Peninsula 6025, I wanted to make my own customizations to the tank to make it personalized towards my likes and well-beings. Now, those of you that have come across me for the first time because of this video, I went on ahead and did you guys a favor and created a playlist for the Waterbox Dream Tank build series. So you can go to either check that out at the end of this video. It's going to have a tag at the end, or you can skip it and go through that first, but then come right back to this video. All right. So before I got my Peninsula Dream Tank, I had a 90-gallon bow front back in 2012 to 2013-ish. So back then, there wasn't that much information about control boards. You can see information about cable management and how to zip tie and where to put your power strip and stuff like that, but nobody really had anything as far as control boards. The only time you see a control board is like when you go to like the shows and you see like the experts having their product shown on display and stuff like that. But as far as a home, I didn't see any information, or I wasn't just looking at the time. So now leave a comment below if you guys had a tank in 2012, 2013, 2014-ish, and you guys came across any type of cable management or control board, and what did you guys do during that time? Did you have your power supplies on the outside of your tank? Did you set up a separate box to put your stuff in to keep it dry? Let me know what you guys did. So because this is the Dream Tank, I wanted to go all out. Well, as out as I can be. You know, it's still a budget here, but I wanted to go at least build my own customization. And you know, I'm a stiff for a DIY. I love little DIY projects at the crib. So you know, this was a opportunity I could do that. So before doing the DIY, I'm gonna be honest, I kind of wanted to, you know, just get it done and out the way. So I came across Marine Depot's control board, but then I came across their price too, and I couldn't see myself paying, you know, $180 or almost $300 for a control board that I knew I could do it myself, and then I can make it how I want it. So, you know, I canceled that out and then started doing my research. You guys know how I do. I take my time, I do my research. I do my research, I take my time. And of course, you know, I went down a rabbit hole and I came across this channel. I can't remember the guy's name, sorry bro, but he said that he had got a cabinet board from IKEA. And you know, it matched the color because he has a Waterbox tank as well, and the color is kind of like an IKEA type color as far as the cabinetry is. So when I saw that, I was like, light bulb, let me go ahead and see what he's talking about with that. So you go on the website, and I think the cabinet board that he had was 15 by 24, I believe. And I'm gonna be honest, that was a little small for me. I wanted to go a size up, so I kind of wanted to fill up the entire space as much as I could. So they actually had, when you go on the website, they actually have different sizes that you can select for the cabinetry. So I ended up going, just to be safe, I did cop the 15 by 30, but I also copped the 18 by 30 as well. And then I just I have a hacksaw, and I just use that to cut it down if need be. So now there was a slight problem with the whole IKEA thing. Actually, two slight problems. First problem is that the only IKEA store that we have locally is in Charlotte, and that's about 2.5 hours away. The second thing is, when I tried to order it online to have it delivered, they were talking about charging $199 to ship it, and the piece was only $7, y'all. So that wasn't happening. The third problem is that because we're in this pandemic situation, all IKEA stores have basically been on lockdown, so you can't just go to the store. They shut it down at the beginning of the pandemic, and then they slowly but surely started doing pickups. But the only problem with that is they only have a certain amount of pickups per day. So if you wait till later on in the afternoon to try to order something and do a pickup, you are SOL. It's not gonna happen because the spots have been full. So I was contemplating on whether I should do that or not. So I started doing some more research, and I saw that Home Depot actually had cabinetry. So I kind of sat on it for about a couple weeks, contemplating whether I should just wait to see if IKEA is going to open back up, or just bite the bullet and check out Home Depot and see what they have. Then, my DIY mind started getting heavy, and I was like, man, you know what would be dope? If I can actually pull the control board out to get full access to the back, just in case I need to get back there or put some other stuff back there. So right now I actually have a backup battery supply in the back that's sitting there and sitting. So instead of it being on the outside, it's actually sitting in the back. So I was like, how am I going to do that? So I actually bought, and I have a picture that I'll show once I show you guys how I started actually building the control board. But I went to Home Depot. I grabbed the panel, or the wood cabinet. So basically all it is just a cabinet shelf that you put in the closet. And that one, I believe, was like 12 by 24. And that's the other reason why I was kind of hesitant, because it was very, very narrow, and I wanted as much space as I could get from on the width. So went to Home Depot, and then I got that, and I also grabbed the 1-inch furniture hole covers. So basically it's a 2-piece that comes into the bag. So it's a piece that actually fits into the hole that you cut out for 1 inch, and then it has a cap that you want to put on it. I'm still contemplating whether I would use that or not, but so I took a picture of everything that I purchased for this DIY project. So you can see that I got the furniture hole covers, which I'm going to be custom painting them orange. And as you see to the right of those, it's 2 paint cans. And the reason why it's 2, because I couldn't quite dictate which color I would actually be using. So I just purchased 2 and then return 1, or just use it for another project if need be. So I better safe than sorry. Behind those, I got the, I don't know what you call it, but the cabinet, the piece that holds the cabinet drawer and has it to open and close. Basically, that's what those pieces are. And I actually purchased the soft close, so that way once it gets to a certain depth inside, it'll just push close on its own. Behind that, I actually had to buy some kind of like stands to hold the wood together, so when I'm cutting it. And to the left of that, I bought a hole saw set. And behind the furniture hole covers, that's the actual pieces that I bought for the control board. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, that cabinet piece, the white piece, was a little sketchy. It seemed cheap, but I was like, well, I'll give it a shot. It was only a few bucks, so And then in front of that, so I bought a gray piece, that a smaller size. So what I was going to do with that is cut that in half and actually use that as the panel to hold it in place, and also to use it to put the drawer pieces on to slide the control panel forwards and backwards. And then I might have went a little overboard to the piece on the left. So what that is basically a clamp guide. So I had a jigsaw and I wanted to try to keep the line as straight as possible. So they said that using that will keep the jigsaw aligned, but you got to take account of that piece that's actually holding the jigsaw flat on the surface. That kind of blocks it. So yeah, it was a whole little thing, but yeah. So I'm not a carpenter, but I do know the saying is measure twice, cut once. So that's basically what I did. So I got the pieces together. I did my measurements. I kind of put my pieces where I want them to go as far as the furniture hole covers and each piece that was going to be displayed onto the control panel. So I did that. And also I had to, as I said, the piece was, I believe this was like 42 inches long. So I had to cut it down to a little less than 30 inches. So I was basically measuring 3, 4, 5 times before I did my final cut. So I did that. It doesn't show it here, but when I cut it, the piece actually fell on my knee and it hurt a little bit, but you know, it is what it is. So then fast forward, cut 2. I cut the gray pieces into what you see now is the actual piece to hold the control board together. And the color theme to my aquarium, if you guys didn't know, is basically like the Neptune's color, because I knew I was going to have all Neptune product. So I wanted to kind of keep that same theme because they were going to be displayed, you know. So the Neptune's color is orange, white, and gray. So I carried that theme throughout the interior of the tank and also the exterior that's holding the lights as well. So I figured, you know, since the control panel is going to be white, I will make the sliders orange to match the cabinetry inside of the aquarium. And I also had some leftover vinyl, white vinyl, for the interior of the tank stand. So I used that piece for that because this piece, like I said, it was very, very cheap. So it was getting dirty very easily. And like I said, the white was kind of off. It wasn't matching with the inside of the tank, and I wanted to look its best. So I used the leftover white vinyl for that. So here I am doing the cutting measurements for the leftover orange vinyl that I had for the stand build as well. And I used that, and now I'm getting to getting my measurements right for the control panel. So this part was pretty easy. Even you'll see later on in the video where I actually had to cut the holes for the furniture hole covers, and basically I just used an X-Acto knife to make the precision cutting, and it worked out very well. The only problem that I had was that stand that I bought. It's actually 2 stands, and I try to make it as one, but the top part, they roll. So the control panel kept sliding. Like I said, it fell and hit my leg. It was a whole thing. So here, I was kind of testing to see which orange that I wanted, and I finally got the one that I wanted. One was a little too dark, and I wanted it because it was going to be displayed. I wanted it to match the Neptune's control panels that I had. So I wound up going up with that, and this was the finishing result. And I have to say, y'all, wasn't feeling it. I mean, like I said at the beginning, the piece was too small. I couldn't fit all the pieces that I want on there, and didn't look right. They looked like cluttered together, and then the vinyl wasn't sticking. So it was a whole like DIY gone wrong. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take the plunge and see if I can get on this pickup little schedule thing that IKEA had. And so I asked the wife, I was like, hey, you know, you want to take a day trip with me out to Charlotte, you know, we'll make a little thing so I can grab the stuff and then we'll come right back. And that's what I ended up doing. I went on ahead and ordered 2 pieces. I ordered a 15 by 24 and then an 18 by 30 just to see, like, you know, which one would be best fitting in that cabinetry. And here's the result, guys. I mean, I absolutely love it. I think it came out great. I ended up using the 18 by 30 and just cut it, or 18 by 42, excuse me, and I cut it down to 30 inches, I believe. And I think it came out great. I still got a little bit more work to do, but as you guys can see, how the furniture hole covers came out when I painted it orange. It matches not only the Neptune products, but it also matches the vinyl on the outside, even though they're a little darker, but I wanted it that way to kind of stand out. And I'm actually waiting that blank spot on the top right. I had some custom Ecotech MP40 covers or holders shipped, and I'm waiting for that. It should be here by Monday. So if you guys follow me on IG, you'll see that. And if you guys don't follow me on IG, the link is in the description, and please do go ahead and follow me and check out, you know, I have pictures that I post almost every day, and you can see a quicker update of what's going on as opposed to the channel, because I only post once every week. And now you guys can see how it looks when the panel is pulled forward, and you can see how much space we have back there. You can see my little DJ control board back there. I still have a couple things that's plugged up to it, so it's still in the works. It's getting there, but I just wanted to kind of update you guys and show you what I've been working on as far as the project for this Dream Tank build. And as you guys can see on the left on the bench, that's the emergency backup box that I was talking about. And as you see on the bench, that's the emergency power box that I was telling you guys that's going to be sitting behind the panel. And there you have it, guys. That's my control panel. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment below. Let me know if you guys have a control panel and what you guys have on your control panel. Let me know if you guys have that Marine Depot control panel and how you guys like that compared to a DIY control panel. Like I said, leave your comments below. Thank you again. I sure do appreciate y'all, and I'll see you on the next one.